everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Chargers going up against the Browns. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine for the postseason, winners of 8 of their last 10.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by Phillip Rivers in his 13th NFL season, and now, Charles, his 11th as the Charger starter. Quite a run.
It has been a terrific run, and somewhere Charger greats of the past are just looking at Phillip Rivers and saying he's the exact guy to follow in the chain. You know, they've always had guys who could throw it really well, big-time receivers, put up big numbers on offense. Phillip Rivers was the exact right guy to be in San Diego.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got Travis Benjamin complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Rivers to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the 3rd-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
After the penalty, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On to punt now, Britton Colquitt in his 7th season from Tennessee. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Rivers now on 2nd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd down following the run.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Inman has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a San Diego first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide and 5 open space to throw.
They run it here with Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And an alley to run. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Browns defense getting ready. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point.
And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Dontrell Inman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Denzel Perryman in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, here's Kessler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. To throw, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. A good pickup there of 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rivers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Chargers came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. All right, let's roll those highlights. Chargers on offense early in the first. Quick pass and completion to Antonio Gates. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 47-yard line. An interception would get the defense off the field. Now midway through the second, here the defense will come up with the pick. Chargers take advantage and return it for a TD, which takes the lead to 10. Chargers lined up at the 48. The quick pass and completion is made, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. The lead grows to 17. Just about out of time in the first half. Coverage breaks down here, and this goes 28 yards for the score. Chargers go up by 24. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on first down. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Kessler going to try and throw on third. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now Benjamin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Dontrell Inman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball. Playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Crowell give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down now following the run. Here's Kessler to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kessler to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Brown able to put it through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Inman has it over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Gordon. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Demario Davis there on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. 3rd down here.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
2nd and goal from the 1. This is Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Off the play fake to Crowell. Here's Kessler. And his throw here's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Kessler. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Kessler on 4th down. Gets it to Gordon. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Kessler now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Kessler on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.